So hi everybody and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5 full game tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 52 and in this video I continue with the YouTube tutorial series, but I use this this example here because I deleted accidentally my other YouTube project and now I have to use this. But you can see it's similar. Here is a character and we implemented another character. There was the same. Here I use a wolf and I can deal damage to this one, and I will continue here. But before I can continue, I have to note I found a bug, which is, you can see we have implemented here this box, this hitbox, and when we press the K we could apply damage. But when you move your camera up like so in the third person camera mode, then strangely the collision box is not overlapping anymore, because it's anyhow end overlap activates, and when I move my camera down then the overlap activates again, even the character is standing here. So this is a bug, and it's a not a normal bug, because this collision box here, which you can see, should be independent, so which means I should move my camera like I want, and when the actor stands in this collision box, then it should not anyhow cancelled by my camera movement, and that's why it's a bug. We can fix it, but I will not, because that will take time. There is another alternative which we are going to use in this video, and the alternative is just instead using this collision box, which I personally think it's a very easy solution. Perhaps I will fix this in another video and go back to this one, or like I said, we use an alternative, and the alternative is just use a trace. And there are different kind of trace. There is a sphere trace, a line trace, and many other traces. And what does the trace do is, when I activate this one, you see the character is here, but like I said, I don't use now this collision box. Instead I press F, and you see here a sphere trace shots out of my character to a certain distance, which I will specify. And if this trace it hits something, in this case it hits the wolf, then I can apply damage. So we are redefining our hitbox, how we apply damage to this character, and let's get into this one. So first of all, I start here with a press keyboard. So how we do this, right click, you get let's do it here, right click, right here, keyboard. You can just take anything here, and then to change it fast, you go to the details panel, select here this gizmo, and when it shows here yellow, then you can press any key on your keyboard. Let's press here L for test, and you can see it switched to L. And now I can activate the skill, but you can see I am not activating the skill here directly. Instead, I will use a tick. So this one is just a control boolean, which we are going to create in a moment, but I will use a tick. And when you are using a tick in general, be careful. Tick means every frame, and if you are doing something heavy calculated on a tick, that can slow your program down, your game, and cause lag, and that can have a bad experience. So all time when you are using tick, look first if there is an alternative. Here's probably also an alternative, but I just use it so that you can't tick every frame. I will show you how we are implementing this one here. So let's continue here with this one. So first of all, what I need is, like I said, control variables. These are Boolean variables. What they are controlling actually? They are controlling if I have pressed the keyboard, my attack button, for example. So in the tick here, you can see here is this control variable. If this is true, I will go here, and if it's false, I will go here. But what this is, I will explain in a moment. This is the first step what we are going to do, and to do this step here, we have to create now this Boolean variable. How we make this? We go here to the variable section, you click plus, create here, let's call it skill. I call it 2 this time because I already have one pressed, for example. Then you compile this, save this, and then this is selected. You go to the details panel, check what the start condition is for you. In my case, it should stay not tick. So it should start with false. And then from here, I drag out this one. And then I set this. I want set this. So when I press, for example, the LK, then it should be set. Set means you make here skilled, you press a tick. Now it's true. This Boolean variable becomes true. I copy this one, copy, Control C, Control V to paste it again, or you just drag it again and then you have it here. And if it's released, I set it to untick, which means it should be false. So this is this little setup what I did here, and this one is representing a skill pressed button. Here, a side note, of course, this skill press button, when we have something like this, let's see this one. If you have here images, or you have here, let's say, images like here in a line in so, and you can click on these images. You can bind this to these images as well later in the UI, which I show you later, not in this video, but it's easy to bind. But here for demonstration purposes, we use the key binding, or you can use it in general also. So that was the first part, and like I said, now we have set up the control variables here, and now we have to use that, and we use that here with the event tick. And like I said, if you find a better solution, use the better solution. Probably there is. I just made this one as a fast alternative to my other solution, and I think that is it for this video. Before we go to the next video where we implement this, and you can see it's a little bit longer, I want to explain you again how does this work. So first of all, what we will do, the line trace in general, when you, let's start here this one, when you press it, it will shot here just a line. Like I said before, it will hit, it will collide, and important is that it must be not a line trace, a sphere trace. Important is, let's make here right click, right trace, and you can see there are different kind of traces, even many traces. So here these are more options. We have, let's write here trace line or something. Okay, let's make it other way around, line trace. Okay, here's a trace result. Okay, here are trace and then line trace. Perhaps it's better to watch the documentation of what kind of traces there are. I thought when you write trace that it's showing all the options what you have, but they are jumping here to other places as well. Anyway, that's not so important for us. Important is just that you check here is a sphere trace, line trace, and you can have other kind of traces as well for shapes, which you can, I think you can define them, can be very handy in certain situations. And this one we will implement in the next video. So if you have any questions like all time, write in the comment section. See you in the next video where we start to implement this one with the tick and the trace. And again, this bug here, the collision bug here, it's a very nice solution actually, because it's very simple. And if you want to use that one, you have just to find why the camera is interacting with the box here, and so it's not too difficult. If you find this little place, you have just decouple this one, and that should work. But again, that can that is work, and you have a little bit more knowledge, and perhaps you have to dive into C++. I'm not sure if everything is implemented in blueprints. That's why I skipped that. And with that said, see you in the next video. Have fun, good luck, and bye.